What if I was one of those YouTubers that had like a super insane intro? Welcome back to Gelli World! Anyways, it's been a while. It's almost been 2 months. If you're wondering where I was taking a little break, and game development is hard. Fairlii, shut up. You wanna know what's the opposite of hard, and by that I mean easy? The sponsor of today's video, Core. Core is a game creation platform that lets you build, create, and play games for free. If you're new to making games, Core is an easy way to get started, even if you wanna make a 3D multiplayer game. And those are not easy to make otherwise. Coding isn't even required, and they have a library of thousands of sounds, music, and art assets. I really like that you'll be able to jump into game creation in such an easy manner. That's something that I really enjoy about Core. This makes it so that anybody can make games. Start from scratch, remix, or reimagine content shared by other creators. And when you're ready to publish, all you have to do is click one button and your game will go live on the Core platform. Right now, Core is hosting the Core Invitational Game Dev Competition. The deadline is July 18th, so apply now. With $140,000 in prizes, including a Tesla Model 3. This is open to all experienced and talented creators. You don't even have to have a prior experience in Core. 50 creators will be accepted, and all creators accepted in the Core Invitational will receive $1,000 for submission of a valid entry to support their game dev dreams. Core and the Core Invitational are both free, so if you want to check that out, look at the links in the description below. Once again, thank you to Core for sponsoring this video. So game development is hard, and of course I'm a little beginner baby, so I make a lot of mistakes. What can I say? I be making mistakes. But this video is not about making mistakes, it's about making the game that you want to make. I don't know why I'm doing things with my finger. Ever since I started Gelli World, like a Twitter post that's controversial, it's been doing numbers. You turn me, a little internet nerd with 2 followers, into an internet nerd with 5 followers. Look at that. Look at that, there's a Garfield. Easter egg! As the devlogs have gone on, I've realized that I'm not really having as much fun with the project as I think I should have. Opening the game kind of felt like a chore, and every addition to the game just felt like I was adding something that you guys suggested in the comments, and it didn't really feel like it was coming from my heart. While I was on my break, I thought, should I restart Gelli World? And I thought, no, I won't restart Gelli World. And thought, maybe I will restart Gelli World. It was kind of all over the place. But anyways, I decided that I was going to make a new project and bring stuff from the old project into the new one and work on compatibility and make sure I can read my own code. Like I said, I'm a beginner, so all of this is still pretty new to me. Before I made this devlog, I was going to record my entire process of me making the game, kind of like how I did in my older devlogs. But I really don't like doing that, and I gave up, but I did get this funny clip out of it. Okay, that's enough of my stupid face. Welcome to the new Gelli World. There's stuff floating in the air, and it looks really cool. Let's talk about it a little bit. This is what happens when I don't fully script out the whole video. So let's first talk about what you're seeing here. Oh wow, that tree just grew right in my face. So this is Gelli World. It's a lot different from the last time you've seen it. Right off the bat, I just want to talk about the verticality in the game. So in the original Gelli World, the game was very, very flat, and you didn't really jump much. That's because I wanted the game to be cozy, so I didn't want it to be a lot of jumping and things like that, but I'm making a platformer game. I should make use of the awesome things you could do with platformers. So I have a few different abilities you'll be able to unlock throughout the game, one of which being a wall jump and wall sliding. Another thing you'll be able to unlock is double jumps and even triple jumps. And one of my favorite things in the game so far that you'll be able to unlock is gliding. So you hold out a little balloon and you glide around, and I think it's amazing. I also made it so that every time you glide, there is a different colored balloon. I wanted to figure out a way to add verticality to the game that didn't feel unnatural, so I thought of the idea of floating islands. Yeah, floating islands, very, very natural, Fairlii. Good job, thank you. But adding this verticality has really added something different and unique to the game, and I really enjoy it. It allows for a lot of different awesome things to happen in the game. It's turned to night now, but you also can see that I have updated my art style and my colors and all of that. I knew that if I was going to be doing a sort of a restart of Gelli World, that I was gonna have to bring it this time and actually go for it. So I've spent this time away learning how to draw a lot better. I personally think that the game, it looks amazing. I finally have an art style to where I see things and I'm like, that actually looks pretty. That looks like a game that I want to play. One of the things that I think doesn't look that great is these hills and these mountains. I think the sprites look fine, but they look very disconnected in my opinion. So what's different in this version of Gelli World? Well, there's going to be a ton of stuff that's different, but today we're just talking about the groundwork, the baseline of everything. And when I first started this, of course, one of the things that I wanted to create was procedural generation of things in nature. That was the original plan that I wanted in Gelli World, but I didn't know how to achieve it, so I had things just spawn and set specific locations every time, and it was a little bit meh. I don't want you guys to be confused. The actual ground is not procedurally generated. The map is going to be hand drawn by me. That's by design, but the things that spawn on it will be procedurally generated in the wild. So all of these turnips and these logs and these rocks and these trees have all spawned naturally by themselves. I can even push a button and force things to spawn, and it's all on a system that's random, so some things have a higher chance of spawning than other things. Like these sweet roots here have a lower chance of spawning, so you're less likely to see them. You also have probably noticed that the trees are actually growing. For example, I can pick up this acorn here and I can plant it and there will be more trees. Ignore that there's a sun in the sky when it's night. Just ignore that. That's an Easter egg. It's not placeholder, it's an Easter egg. So one of the things that I really wanted to focus on was having a different type of inventory system. So now you pick up items just like you would in normal Gelli World, and you can throw them, of course, but now you can pick them up and place them in your inventory. Previously in Gelli World, items would fall on the ground and you would walk over them to collect them, but now you walk over them and nothing happens. You have to actually pick them up and put them into your inventory. And I'm going to open up my inventory here, and you can see that I only have 9 slots, and that will be the highest upgrade you can have for your backpack. When you start off, you will only have 3 inventory slots. So inventory management is definitely going to be a thing, and of course there'll be furniture that'll help you manage your inventory. So here I have this little crate that has 3 slots, and you'll be able to craft different furniture that has different storage amounts. But you're probably thinking 9 slots, that's still not a lot, and if you're going to start off with 3, that's going to be terrible. And it kind of is, but you also have to remember that you can carry an item on your head as well, so your inventory can be full, but you can still be carrying an item with you. And also, I'm going to add a feature to where you can give your jelly an item and it'll hold on to one as well. So actually, you kind of have 11 slots in total. There'll be another thing that has to do with inventory management that'll be really awesome and has to do with magic, but I'll talk about that in a later devlog. I'm just so excited, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just so excited. I was going to script out this whole thing, but I couldn't do a script because I could not sit still. I'm just so excited to talk about this. This guy mowing the lawn outside. Of course that will happen. Thank you so much, Decor, for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys for 6,600 subscribers. That's absolutely crazy. We're almost to 7,000. Fairlii to 10K might be real, or it will be real, and it'll be amazing because wow, that's 10,000 people. Like, could you imagine like 10,000 hamburgers like right in your face right now? That's a lot of hamburgers. So that's a lot of people. I don't know why I made that comparison, but I guess I'm just thinking about hamburgers. But thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next devlog. Patron outro thingy. Thank you to all my patrons for being my patrons and giving me the monies. If you also want to be a patron and get to see videos early and have some awesome extra stuff and your name at the end of every video, check out the Patreon. There's a link to it in the description below. I'm not redoing that.